Recording in progress.
Good morning. Let's go ahead, everybody. I'll take question number 59 and 1 later on. You'll get time to solve it. So that time you can just later on I'll check, okay? Come to question number 11, 1 1. 1 1. Again, a very lengthy big question.
Recording in progress.
Good morning. Let's go ahead, everybody. Ready? All of you? Okay, pay attention. Mr. A commenced operation of his business of setting up a warehousing facility for storage of food grains. Food grains agricultural produce, है ना? Alright. Sugar and edible oil. Food grains is allowed, sugar is allowed. Edible oil, was it allowed? Is oil an agricultural produce? No. You don't बच्चों grow oil, है ना? You have to manufacture oil. On 1/4/22, but basically he has three businesses: food grains warehouse, sugar warehouse, and edible oil warehouse. He incurred capex, okay, capital expenditure of 80, 60, and 50 lakhs respectively on purchase of land and building during the period Jan 22 to March 22 exclusively for the above businesses, and capitalized the same in the books of accounts as on 1st April 22. That be basically all conditions satisfied. They were also talking about pre-commencement, है ना? Clear? The cost of land included in the above figures. Are you understanding or no? So 80 lakhs includes 50 lakhs of land, 60 lakhs includes 40 lakhs of land, and 50 lakhs bachcho include 30 lakhs of land. Clear? Respectively. Next. Further during the current year 22-23, he incurred again capex of 2015 and 10 lakhs respectively for extension, construction, reconstruction of the building, purchase, and used exclusively for the above businesses. So that is a capital expenditure in the current year. Allowed as deduction? Yes, allowed. Because it is for building. Compute PGBP for AY 23-24. And the loss to be carried forward, assuming that Mr. A has fulfilled all the conditions of 35AD and does not claim Chapter 6 income deductions. The profits for the business of setting up a warehousing facility for storage of food grains, sugar, and edible oil before claiming deduction under Section 35AD and Section 32 for the AY 23-24 is 16, 14, and 31 lakhs respectively. Profits are given to us before depreciation and before deduction. Also assume that expenditure incurred during the current year 22-23, all of them bachcho were through account pay check, so no issues, no doubt. Bachcho, you have given exams also of ICAS, CA Foundation, etc. है ना? Or you have seen at least papers. In the question paper, bachcho, anywhere any figure or any sentence or anything is given in bold in the question paper, bold, underline, italics? No. They don't highlight anything in the question. That is the skill they are testing of you. That are you able to understand whatever is given in there it is given in plain normal text. Maximum what particulars rupees they may give bold, or the name of the balance sheet they may give bold. Any details in the question, any adjustment, do you think any kind of hidden adjustment they will give it in bold, underline, italics? No. Are you getting my point, everybody? So especially in this question, which whatever I've done bold or underline, italics, whatever it is for your understanding. Clear? Don't expect this will happen in the actual question paper, isn't it? Clear or no? Alright, should I go ahead, everybody? So the profits given to us are what? Before depreciation and deduction of 35AD. Clear? Can I claim both bachcho, 35AD deduction as well as 32 depreciation? I hope you understand. 32 is depreciation. Can I claim both of it, bachcho? Tell me. No, because 35AD bachcho, if I take 100% deduction of the capital expenditure, so I can't claim again depreciation. Are you all understanding? All okay? Tell me. Fantastic. Everything is fine. All superb. No? Simple. Kushbu. Chalega? Should we go ahead? Alright. Chalo. Please understand now. How many businesses he has? 3. Food grains warehouse, sugar warehouse, edible oil warehouse. अरे हाँ, So whether all three are eligible, specified business? No. Only bacho two of them are specified business. Write down. Mr. A has three businesses, three different businesses. Yes, clear all of you? A. Warehousing, है ना? For storage. Warehousing for storage of food grains. Warehousing for storage of food grains. Correct, Ilya? Is it a specified business, bachcho? Is it a specified business? Tell me this. Specified. Yes. And is it eligible for deduction? There are two different questions. Is it specified? Yes. Is it eligible for deduction? Yes. Because he started it now in 2022. Clear till here? It is not an old business. It is a new business. Arey haan. Pakka? Good. Should I go ahead everybody? Okay. So I'm writing there. It is eligible. It is eligible specified business. ठीक है? Second, what business? Warehousing of sugar. Warehousing facility, okay, for sugar. For sugar. Okay, everybody? Again, it is eligible specified business. It is eligible specified business. Clear? Hai? Eligible as well as it is specified as well as eligible. Specified because it is clear cut given in 3580. Eligible because it is recent, new. Yes, everybody. And third one again, warehousing for edible oil. Is it a specified business? All of you? No. And thus not eligible for. And thus not eligible for deduction. ठीक है? Under section 35AD. I hope this much is okay till here. All clear. Simple. Fine. So can I do calculations of food grains and sugar together? Because same concept. But I'll do edible oil separately. ठीक है? Okay. Let's write down. I hope you understand. I can't set off food grains and sugar losses from edible oil. Can I do that? No. Can I set off food grain sugar? Nitin, understand na Kushbu? All of you understand. I can't set off food grains or sugar loss from edible oil. Okay? I can set off food grains against sugar or each other. Sugar loss from food grains loss from sugar. Possible. Yes? Okay. Fine till here? Alright. Let's go ahead. So computation of computation of deduction under section 35 AD. Particulars. warehousing for food grain, and for sugar. Okay, rupees. Hello, Jitendra. Should we go ahead, everybody? Now there are talking two expenditures, pre-commencement and post-commencement, है ना? See, pre-commencement is allowed in the year of commencement, first of all. Clear or no, all of you? Yes? So first one. Pre-commencement. How much I'll allow? See, capital expenditure is 80. But of that 80, bacho, 50 is what, land or no? Similarly, 60 includes 20 or 40 of bacho, land. Clear? Which will not be allowed. Is it okay? So write down. So I'm writing capex, capital expenditure, from $80 lakhs, no? And here 60 lakhs. Less cost of land. Not allowed. How much? 50 lakhs and 40 lakhs. Yes, still here? So pre-commencement, how much we are allowing? 30 lakhs. And here 20 lakhs. Fine till here. Next. Post-commencement current year. Current expense given to us, no? I think current year also, is there a building? Building. Okay, capital expenditure on building, I think. Allowed or not allowed? Tell me, bacho. Nitin, Kushbu, Indrajit, Mansi. It is not land, capital expenditure, bacho, allowed for building 20 lakhs and 15 lakhs. Okay, 20 and 15. Now, total reduction under section 35 for food grain is what, 40, 50 lakhs? Correct, everybody? 50 lakhs. Definitely loss. And here we have 35 lakhs. Ready? Computation of. This is just reduction of 35. Now we are also going to consider all the businesses. Okay. Their profits are given to us. The profits are given to us. Alright. Business wise profits we have. So computation of business income. Of Mr. A for AY 23-24. Yes, still here, all of you? Particulars, take two columns, inner and outer column. Okay? Ready everybody? चलो. Is profit given to you? Tell me बच्चों. Of food grain business. Food grains warehousing it is, but ठीक है. Profit of food grains before obviously 3580 deduction. It is given to you in the question. How much? Check. 16 lakhs. I'm taking that in inner column. 16 lakhs. I'm eligible for 3580 deduction, so I'll take it. So less. Deduction under section 3580. How much, bachcho? How much did we calculate? 50 lakhs 50. Yeah. Okay. Therefore, loss from food grains business 34 lakhs. Outer column. It is a specified business loss. Arey haan. Don't forget that. It is a specified business loss. Second, profit from sugar business. It is given to you 14 lakhs. Less. Again, it was bachcho before deduction. Before 3580 deduction. Therefore, not therefore, less. Next line, less. Deduction under section 3580. How much have we bachcho calculated? 35 lakhs. This also into loss. Arey haan. Loss from sugar. Again, it is a specified business, na? Specified eligible business. How much? 19. 21, sorry. 21 lakhs. It is a loss. Please put it in bracket. Yes, still here. Done till here? Third. Profit from edible oil business 31 lakhs. It is before. Is it 3580 business, bachcho? Is it a specified business? No. But they have given in the data in the question. The 3580 and depreciation. So obviously use common sense. If it is 3580, no depreciation. And here for edible oil, if there is no 3580 deduction, then obviously it is before depreciation. This much did you understand? 31 lakhs. Arey haan, bachcho. Everybody. So what do you think, bachcho? What should I do next step? What do you think, Mansi, Khushbu, Nitin? No 3580 deduction, correct, Indrajit. There is nothing to calculate. Okay, Mansi, good. No land, so no depreciation. Directly 31 lakhs, okay. What else? I'll give you a hint. Khushbu is sleeping. ठीक है. I'll give you a hint. Look in the current year expenditure. Land obviously cannot be depreciated. We'll not depreciate land. Yes, Mansi, correct. But so what is the current year expenditure? Everybody. Building we completely allowed for sugar and food grains business 100% deduction. Please pay attention. Building bachcho be 100% allowed. But building was also taken for edible oil business. New building considered whatever for edible oil business. And over there we can't claim 3580 deduction, but we can claim depreciation. So the figure given to you was before depreciation. So you will calculate depreciation. No, you will take depreciation, na bachcho. What is the problem? Hai na? So less bachcho depreciation on building. Arey haan. Be careful now. Do you have opening WDB? And tell me the block. Yes, they have capitalized land and building. If you look at the question in the beginning, in the beginning, very beginning, as on 1st April 22, it is the opening WDB. That expenditure is land and building. So we know the figure also, bachcho, by the way, but है ना? That out of 50 lakhs, 30 lakhs is for land, so 20 lakhs is for building. अरे हाँ, everybody, tell me understood or no? Give a star mark here. So, rupees 50 lakhs minus rupees 30 lakhs. Is it okay? What did I arrive at? That is building of rupees 20 lakhs into what, bachcho? Simple 10%. 2 lakhs. Understood all of you? Please tell me. Second, on additions. When were the additions done? I have given you the date during the year. So assume full depreciation. Okay, everybody? So rupees, how much we spend on building in the current year? 10 lakhs into 10%. Assumed, put to use. At least 180 days. Right, everybody? 1 lakh. Final year. So at least I have a profit. Yes, everybody? Of 31 lakhs minus 3 lakhs, 28 lakhs. Tell me, can I set off or not set off? Can I set off or not set off? I cannot set off, bachcho, because edible oil is not a specified business. Specified business loss can be set off only against, bachcho, specified business income. है ना? Both your food grains and sugar both are into losses. And edible oil is bachcho profit, but that is not a specified business, so I can't set off. Clear till here? So write down total taxable income. Nitin, Khushbu understood? Also taxable business income. So write a note. Losses of specified business. Of rupees 34 lakhs. Or rupees 34 lakhs. And rupees 21 lakhs. Cannot be set off against non-specified business income. Thus, it will be carried forward. It means what? The loss will be carried forward to next year. Will be carried forward to next year. Done till here? I want to ask you other way around. All of you. This is done. Did you write till here? What if bacho edible oil, if at all it had losses and these were in profits? Edible oil was in loss and sugar food grain was in profit. Can I set off non-specified business loss against specified business income? Answer is yes, because you don't know. Because there is another chapter. So I'm just telling you to think from that point of view also. Okay? Understood? But that question should come to your mind, is what I'm telling you. For your understanding, I can give you that as it is will cover in the next chapter. Next chapter means the henceforth. The chapter will be there of carry forward and set off of losses. Should I go ahead, everybody? Yes. Okay. You have done bacho pre-incorporation. Tell me. Accounting something pre-incorporation, na? So what are preliminary expenses? We have done that also, by the way. I think preliminary expenses, where do you use it? Tell me, section number of company law. What do we use to set off or amortize preliminary expenses? I will torture you like that. I'll ask you income law also, obviously, because as it is studies, you have to do of everybody, no? Tell me. How can you amortize preliminary expenses? What can you use to amortize preliminary expenses? Huh? From company law, I'm asking you. Are. Nobody? Achha, what are preliminary expenses? We have discussed that or no? What are preliminary expenses that we have discussed or no? Tell me. We had discussed. Correct, no? Can't remember. Pre-incorporation expense, correct? Preliminary expense means itself means setup cost. Very good, yes. From company law point of view, tell me. Do we use section 52? Nobody remembers. There are 5 uses of securities premium account. Are haan ya na? One of that is there as amortization of preliminary expenses. Do we use or no securities premium? Very nice. Good. Okay. This is when the syllabus is going on. Imagine what happens when the batches are done and you are on your own. Hai na? And if you don't revise. Isn't it? Should we go ahead, everybody? Sorry. $30 by D. Some again concepts are remaining. Obviously, I have not yet covered. Okay, 30 by AD 7A. There will be 2 high five for you right now. Okay. Come to 30 by D. Obviously, we'll be covering that, but in some time. 30 by D. Amortization of certain preliminary expenses. But one thing, keep very basic thing in your mind always clear. Income tax treatments and accounting treatments can be different. Income tax treatments and accounting treatments can be different. Income tax act does not always recognize accounting treatment. They say what we say or what is as per our point of view, that will be considered. Okay, as per our point of view. Okay, everybody. So how you amortize that preliminary expense in books of accounts, okay, in accounting treatment, that is not relevant for income tax purpose. 35D tells you bacho what will be allowed and how it will be allowed. Okay, so check. Amortize means what? Spread over. Adjust that preliminary expenses. Now in that will be I hope you're understanding. See what we should do even in previous in all the calculations. Now what is the expenditure for the year? We allow in the year. But if it is of couple of years, then we spread it over or we allow over a period of time, just like your pre-construction period interest in house property. Same thing, no bacho? Correct, no? So here also same thing. It is a big chunk of expenditure which will spread it over some number of years. Clear? So deduction is available. 30/D is available to resident assessee if expenditure is incurred before commencement of this business. Okay. or also after commencement of his business in connection with extension of his units or branches or in connection with setting off of the new branch itself. Okay, so extension or setting up new unit, so that will be a bigger expenditure, so those will be allowed to be amortized or spread over some number of years. Clear till here? So what is step 1? Check the total expenditure, total preliminary expenses. Fine. Step number 1 is what? Actual. Means that is actuals. Fine till here? Step 2, cap limit. Cap limit means what? Ceiling limit. है ना? Check. If it is an Indian company, then cap limit is 5% of cost of project or capital employed, whichever is higher. But other than company, other resident assessee बच्चों, just 5% cost of the capital. Sorry, 5% of the cost of the project. That will be the ceiling limit. Cap limit means ceiling limit. So different limits are given for different types of assessee. Different type of assessee means only for company we have different 5% of cost of project or capital employed, whichever is higher. Okay. Now what is cost of project? Check. That is common for both of them. Actual cost of fixed assets shown in the books as on the last day of the previous year in which the business of the assessee commences or new unit commences production. Bachcho, 31st March, last day of the year in which the new unit starts, as on that day, whatever are the value of your fixed assets, actual cost, that will be called as cost of project. Otherwise, what is capital employed? Issued share capital, debentures, long-term borrowings, whatever money you have taken, bachcho, as on the last day of the PY in which the business commences. Obviously, whichever is higher, na, can you see that here, especially for company? Whichever is higher of that 5% will be the ceiling limit. And simple, bachcho. Step number 1 is actual. Step number 2 is ceiling. Whichever is lower, that will be allowed as preliminary expenses. Hai na? Step 1 is actual. Step 2 is ceiling limit. Alright, clear? So whichever is lower, that we will allow as deduction of the under section 35D. Alright? But how much? Check. Actual deduction is bachcho 1/5. Is it same like pre-construction period interest? Tell me, all of you. Are haan, all of you. Clear till here? Same thing. At least the 1/5 part. The only thing is that what you have to just check, compare the actuals with the ceiling limit, calculate the ceiling limit, whichever is lower will be allowed. Of that 1/5 will be allowed in the current year. Simple. Chalo, read this paragraph quickly. You will not understand everything, but read it. Come on, quickly.
Recording stopped.
सर
बोलो.
वो जो इसके पहले हमने क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया था ना, तो वहाँ पे अगर एडिबल ऑयल के केस में भी लॉस आता था तो फिर टोटल टैक्सेबल इनकम तो रहती नहीं थी, तो उसे भी कैरी फॉरवर्ड करते थे क्या?
हाँ, अभी उसमें होगा क्या? नहीं, I'll tell you, उसमें होगा क्या? इट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज 2 डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ लॉसेस. ठीक है, अगर एडिबल ऑयल में भी अगर लॉस होता है, गुड क्वेश्चन, तो क्या होगा? नॉर्मल बिजनेस लॉस भी दिखेगा. विल कॉल इट एज नॉर्मल बिजनेस लॉस, तो वो भी कैरी फॉरवर्ड होगा. एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड एज स्पेसिफाइड बिजनेस लॉस. तो लॉसेस का जो चैप्टर अपना से कैरी फॉरवर्ड इन सेट ऑफ लॉसेस, इन दैट वी विल अंडरस्टैंड कि कौन से लॉसेस कितने टाइम तक कैरी फॉरवर्ड हो सकते हैं, किसके साथ सेट ऑफ हो सकते हैं, वो सब हम लोग उसमें वो चैप्टर में सीखेंगे. ठीक है. हुआ पढ़ के? Let's start.
Recording in progress.
Say what does it say? Okay. हाँ, बस it has to be just verified by CA. Simple. That whatever calculation is doing, this calculation which we are doing, no, that calculation has to be certified by a chartered accountant. That's it. That is very simple logic over there. So check. In cases where the assessee is a person other than a company, okay, other than, because why I'll tell you that also logic, because for a company there will always be an auditor, but if it is other than a company, then there need not be always an auditor, na bachcho, or a cooperative society. The deduction will be allowable only if the accounts of the assessee for the year or years in which the expenditure is incurred. I'm not saying bachcho the year in which we are claiming 35D. When will we bachcho claim actually 35D? The year in which we commence the business. Arey haan. But when are we actually incurring the expenditure? It is pre-commencement in a way. Arey haan bachcho. So, the accounts of the assessee for the year or years in which the expenditure actually incurred have been audited by a chartered accountant. Because for a company, what happens, there is always by default an auditor. So he's going to verify the books of accounts. But if it is other than company, okay, then it should be, the books should be audited by the chartered accountant before the date specified in section 44AB, that is tax audit, that we will do later on 44. That is 1 month prior to the due date of filing of income tax return. Don't right now be confused about due dates. Simple, the books of accounts should be audited by a chartered accountant. And the assessee, that means what? Other this person, you know, has by that date furnished for the first year in which the deduction is claimed the report of such audit, okay, in prescribed form, duly signed and verified by the auditor, that means again the chartered accountant, okay, and setting forth such other details as may be prescribed. Basically, the years in which actual expenditure are happening, those years books should be audited. That is one thing. And secondly, the first year in which you are claiming 35D, that time you have to submit some reports. Which report? Over here, that yes, my books of accounts in those years had been audited. Understood? Simple till here. Basically, it is just a confirmation that 35D has been calculated properly or calculated based on audited books of accounts. Are you understanding meaning of the word audited books of accounts? Audited means what? Checked, verified books of accounts. Done or no? Understood? In law language, they try to keep it clear, but it is so confusing for us, है ना? 61. Come to बच्चों question number 61. It's not 61, sorry. 60th, 60. The numbers have been changed, I think. Huh? Ready? Ready, all of you? ABC Limited furnishes following details, okay? Date of incorporation 7/1/22, let us take it. And date of commencement of business 4 June 22, all right? Balance sheet as it follows: 31st March 22, that is opening date, and 31st March 23, that is closing date. Is it okay? Chalega na? Cost of fixed assets increase, share capital increase, debentures increase, and borrowings also increase. Clear tell you, so opening and closing both the dates are been given. Purposely I have given both the dates. So you should know it should be opening balance sheet date or closing balance sheet date. Calculate deduction under section 35D for PY 22-23 and actual preliminary expenses being rupees 5 lakhs. Yes, tell you all of you. Should we start? Everybody. So write down in the notebook section 35D. amortization of preliminary expenses. Ready? Chalo. Particulars rupees. You always keep a pencil or pen over there, okay? Then the law part, whichever we have just referred, है ना? What were we saying? First, what is step 1, बच्चों? Actual preliminary expenses, है ना? Preliminary. How much? 5 lakhs? Second, बच्चों, we are calculating ceiling limit or no? Yes, ceiling limit or cap limit, है ना? Cap limit is what? 5% of cost of project or capital employed, whichever is higher. Are हाँ, everybody? So first, cost of project. That is fixed assets. As on which date? March 31st in the year of incorporation, 31st March in the year of commencement. As on the 31st March of the year of commencement. When did we commence, bachcho? June 22. That is PY 22-23. Therefore 31st March, bachcho, of 22-23. That is 31st March 23. Understood or no? All of you? Finally, 31st March of year of commencement. है ना? How much? That is 100 lakhs. My goodness. I am writing here 100 lakhs. And B, but what do we have? Capital employed. Again, same date, okay? As on 31st March now 23. Okay, everybody? I'm not writing that again stuff now. 31st March of what? But 31st March 23. Again, same thing. That is what, bachcho? All three of them, okay? Share capital, debentures plus borrowings, which comes to 73 lakhs. Correct, no? Yes, clear, all of you. Now, what is my ceiling limit? 5% of capital employed or cost of project, whichever is higher. Now, who is higher? 100 lakhs. Very good. Fine, all of you? Therefore, next step. Step 1 or 2, whichever is lower, both are actually same, so 5 lakhs. And step 4, bachcho, deduction under section 35D. Alright, okay? Chalo. Did you write this? So reduction is bachcho 1 lakh. Clear till here? Total is allowed is 5 lakhs only, but we are taking 1/5. Okay? Come back to theory again. 30 to 37 overall बच्चों deductions. Have you done 3613? Have you done बच्चों 3613? Do you remember 3613? Remember is what? Interest. Very good. Interest expenditure will be allowed as deduction, है ना? Good. Come to 7.19. 7.19. Ready? 3619. See, I've covered 30, 31, 32, 35. Some we have done 35 scientific research, 35 AD specified business, preliminary expenses, amortization 35D, and there are again remaining also, okay, which are not directly part of your syllabus right now. But 36 we had discussed. It is a big again certain deductions. It is a big list. 36 if you remember, okay, 36, and among in that 36 we are doing some of them, okay. So expenses on promoting family planning among the employees by company. So when the company spends on the promotion, okay, or you can say awareness campaign for the family, for the employees, for what? Family planning, then that expenditure is also allowed as business. That expenditure is also allowed as deduction, okay. Yeah. See, because this is not directly a business expenditure. See, raising awareness among employees for family planning is not a business expenditure, not directly related to the business. Yes, still here. But still, the department allows this, or the act allows this kind of expenditure. Revenue, if it is revenue, 100% is allowed. If it is capital, however, then it is allowed as 1/5. Yes, still here, all of you? Yeah? Clear, no? Chalo, let's go ahead, everybody. Come to question number 61, I think. Around 61, you'll have this question. 61. Hmm. 61. Ready? All of you? Mr. A incurred rupees 1 lakh as revenue expenditure and 10 lakhs as capital expenditure to promote family planning among employees. Okay, full stop. Compute deduction allowed. Tell me, how much, bachcho? In the current year, how much will be allowed? Okay. All of you answer? Okay, Indrajit. Okay, Nitin. Khushbu. Khushbu. Wake up, Khushbu. It's like, 1 minute. Why 1 minute to require? What for? I got your answer, Indrajit. ठीक है. Okay, Khushbu, fine. Okay, all of you almost gave same answer, 3 lakh, but it is a wrong answer. Your calculations are correct, but still wrong answer. Why? Your calculations are correct. You will throw this book only on me, है ना? Sir, why are you online? Meet me in classroom, है ना? Because 3619. Hmm. Nine only, na bachcho? Is for which type of assessee? Is for which type of assessee? Yes, Mansi. 3619 was bachcho allows only for company. But in the question, the assessee is individual, so not allowed. Okay, please don't hurt me. Okay, don't throw books on me. Yes, but you have to be so careful, है ना? How to remember? इतना कैसे याद रहेगा? How to remember? By making mistakes only, no? By finishing our syllabus, by doing the batch. It will not be that tough, but the thing is, I always tell you, if I take you on a higher level, then you'll be at the level of examination, है ना? If I do easy, you'll feel income tax is so simple, and then you will never ever be able to come to the level of toughness, because again exams holiday preparation, that thing keeps on happening. So it's better in the first instant itself you do it quite nicely, heavily. Write down. For time pass now, you can send our questions to your friends, and then you can, whatever I torture you, you can forward that torture, है कि नहीं? Tell them calculate this and tell me the answer, है ना? Then you can torture them. So at least I torture you, but you can torture many people at one time, है ना? So reduction under section 3619 is as follows. I'll do the calculation. Okay, is as follows. Towards family planning promotion, revenue, how much expenditure? 1 lakh, I think. Yeah. Capital 1/5. So I'm doing the calculation. Okay. The total reduction rupees 3 lakhs. है ना? But important is what it will not be allowed. So I'm doing the calculation if it comes for the case of company. But if it is not a company, then we cannot claim the deduction. Okay. अब क्या हो गया? However, reduction under section 3619 is allowed only if assessee is company, assessee is a company. Therefore, no deduction. For Mr. A. Fine till here, all of you? Should I go ahead, everybody? Done? Again, come back to theory if you're done. Come to page. Is it done, bachcho? Chat box, what happened? They will not throw books on me, they will throw me only. Yeah. 7, come back to 7.17. Ready, everybody? 7.17. Ready, everybody? So some remaining deductions which we are checking with 36. Okay. Certain deductions under section 36. Deductions again. Insurance premium against risk, damage, or destruction of the stock of the business. Basically, we are allowing insurance premium everywhere. है ना? We allowed for building, we allowed for plant and machinery, furniture. So obviously also now we are allowing for stock also, trading assets. है ना? Trading asset, you understand or no? Have you heard this word before? Trading asset. Stock in trade is your trading asset. Others are your capital asset. है ना बच्चों? So that will be allowed. Premium paid by Federal Milk Cooperative Society to effect insurance on the life of the cattle of the owned by a member of the cooperative society being two primary society engaged in a supply of milk raised by its member. This two is come by mistake. Being primary society engaged in a supply of milk raised by its member to such Federal Milk Cooperative Society. Basically, I'm not going into too much of details right now. Basically, do you understand milk cooperatives? Do you understand cooperative society? The farmers, okay, or you can say the person who have cattle. Yes, Amul Milk Cooperative. So let us say they are member of that milk cooperative. Okay, what happens? The milk cooperative buys milk from its members only. Fine, and they are paid. But all the taking care, the cattle is owned by farmer only, that person. But the remaining process is done by milk cooperative. So also insurance on the cattle of the member. Is the cooperative bachcho owning the cattle? No. The cattle are owned by the members only. Okay, till here. But on their cattle, bachcho, insurance is done. Okay, cattle you understood, no? Fine till here. Then, next one. Premium by any mode of payment but other than cash. Okay. By employer on employee's health. Have we done this or no? From both point of view now. We have done from employee's point of view also, but 17.2. It was your explanation to 17.2. You know? Which expenditure we are talking about? Medical insurance expenditure or health insurance premium. Not expenditure, sorry, premium. Health insurance premium paid by employer is not taxable in the hands of employee and it is allowed as expenditure. Here now, it is allowed as expenditure in the hands of employer. Clear? So it is allowed as business expenditure. Clear till here? Then, actual cost of the animals minus price realized on the sale of the animals themselves. So, trading, basically trading of the stock. Trading, you understand? Buying and selling of buffaloes, cows, horses, anything, okay? Sheep also. So, actual cost, purchase price minus price realized on the sale of the animals themselves, or there can be also depreciation also on the cattle life. Basically, you'll buy a bull or a cow, young one if at all, okay? You'll buy it. But when it is old, maybe you are selling it off, possible, okay? Depends from again farmers to farmers, people to people. Some of them sell it once their work is done, okay? Or it dies, so again it is still sold also, still possible. Okay, the dead animal can be sold also. Or their carcasses. Carcasses means again the remain of the body of the animal. So actual cost minus scrap, basically this is scrap value. Sorry to use the word, but I can't help it. It is scrap value or salvage value. Okay. In respect of animals which have died or permanently become useless will also be allowed as expenditure. And that will be allowed as deduction. Okay, everybody? Then STT, Securities Transaction Tax, shall be allowed as deduction only if such income from taxable securities transactions is taxable as business income. Basically STT and CTT, this we are going to do both of them, or do matlab we are going to understand. It is another tax levied by the government for dealing with securities, buying and selling of securities. STT, securities transaction tax. It is hardly, I think, 0.01% per transaction. Okay, but it is there. But imagine the quantum of securities being traded daily. So that is also an expenditure. You may have a brokerage zero, but STT will be there. Okay, on buying and selling of the securities. Clear till here? So it is an expenditure for the assessee. Pay attention. It is an expenditure for the assessee for buying and selling. Clear till here? It is like a brokerage, but it is tax paid to the government. Actually, but it is what? It is a tax paid to the government for buying of securities as well as for selling of securities. Are you understanding? So that expenditure will be allowed as deduction only if common sense. That income is also shown under PGBP. Which income? Trading of securities, buying and selling of securities, whatever income happens to you, if you show that in business income, then only you are also allowed the deduction from this chapter. Are you understanding or no? If I have salary income, bacho, can I take section 24A and 24B as deduction? No, bacho. If I have capital gain income, can I take deduction from this one? No. So income and expenditure, income and deduction should be from the same chapter only. Are हाँ या ना? Clear till here? So if I'm showing it as PGBP income, then बच्चों 36 what 15 will be allowed as STT over here in this chapter. Clear? Similarly CTT. What is CTT बच्चों? What is commodities transaction? What is commodities बच्चों overall? You can trade in securities. You can also trade in commodities. अरे हाँ या ना? Everybody. Commodity market. Very good. Yes. MCX. You might have heard बच्चों. I don't know. I have never dealt in it actually. Okay. Multi-commodity exchange. Just like securities exchange, here you have what? Commodity exchange. You can buy, sell gold, silver, oil, metals, all of that. Okay. What all? We'll check that. What all commodities they have. You can buy and sell. Okay, everybody. And it is coming under SEBI only. Today it will be closed, but whatever. Silver, natural gas, gold, copper, crude oil, zinc, aluminium. This at least I can see. I've never gone into it, but actually, anyways. Okay, everybody got it? There has to be some value for that, Khushbu. Cotton, okay. Zinc. Okay, let's go ahead, everybody. She was asking me, can we sell Indrajit on commodity exchange? Bidding of Indrajit, है ना? Can you go ahead, everybody? Expenditure incurred by cooperative society for purchase of sugar cane at a price fixed by government shall also be allowed as deduction. That is also okay, nothing great, okay? So again, it is a normal business expenditure for a cooperative society to buy sugar cane at the price fixed by the government. Then, circular number 38 2016, 38 bar 2016, 38 bar 2016. That is circular means given by CBDT. I think I told you that. So every year, depending on case to case basis, depending on requirement, the CBDT can give circular. Every year we'll call it a circular number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. It is just a number, okay? So check. Keyman insurance policy, बच्चों, I think we have discussed this now for 2-3 times. क्या बर्थडे है? किसका बर्थडे है आज? क्या है? Or somewhat Diwali fatake they still have remaining Diwali. I don't know. Keyman insurance policy proceeds from Keyman insurance policy. Proceeds from Keyman insurance policy. Bachcho, where had we heard this word before? Proceeds from Keyman insurance policy. Salary, okay. What else? In this chapter, bacho, where have you heard? Or you might have revised, maybe. Proceeds of. Very good, Mansi. Good answer. Good answer. In this chapter, bacho. In this chapter, where have you heard? It is bacho charging section, section 28. Proceeds from Cayman insurance policy is fully taxable under PGBP, but it comes under charging section of section 28. Clear till here, all of you? Hare ha. So is the policy, now understand, just they have given you meaning also there. Is the policy when obtained to secure the life of a partner, to safeguard the firm against, to protect the firm against the disruption of the business, is equally for the benefit of partnership business, which may be affected as a result of premature death of a partner. So basically it is for the life of the partner, but entire firm can be affected. Therefore, that money which you get on the death of the partner is income of the firm. So when the firm pays insurance premium, it is expenditure. So when they get the claim, is income of the firm. Understood or no? All of you. Indrajit, Nitin, Khushbu, Mansi. Clear? The premium on Cayman insurance policy of the partner of the firm is wholly and exclusively, can you see this word again and again? Wholly and exclusively for the purpose of business and therefore is allowed as expenditure. Okay? Did you understand what did I say? Expenditure on premium, Cayman insurance policy premium, allowed. And the proceeds taxable under section 28. Clear? 36.1.2. Amount paid as bonus or commission to employees. Extra, something extra, okay? If such sum would not have been payable as profit, shall be allowed as deduction. We are not sharing profit with the employees. Okay, so whatever bonus or commission we are paying them, okay, will be allowed as deduction. Then where are we? 36.13 we have covered. Bad debts you have to cover. Okay. These are deductions. Okay, come to next page. 7.20. Okay. 36 little bit we have, it is still remaining from 36. Okay. 37 is general deduction. 37. Come to, we'll cover 37 first then. Sorry. Come to which show? 7.26 over here. And start reading. Come on, all of you. Start reading section 37.
Recording stopped.
You'll read till here, 44 double A tak. यहाँ तक पढ़ो. हाँ हाँ इंद्रजीत करेक्ट. I'll discuss all of that. हो गया. खुशबू चॉकलेट चाहिए क्या? मानसी. तो फिर आओ पुणे में करेंगे, पार्टी करेंगे. Let's start. Whichever you want. अभी कौन सा है? फ्रूट एंड नट. फ्रूट एंड नट. मैं लेके घूम रहा हूँ बैग में. ये तो बच्चे भी दे देते हैं, वरना मैं भी रखता हूँ कभी ना कभी. Let's start.
Recording in progress.
Pay attention. 37. चुराएगा मेरे बैग से. 37. जनरल डिडक्शन. अगेन बच्चों रेसिड्यूरी डिडक्शन. I'll say रेसिड्यूरी डिडक्शन. Why? Because 30 to 36 बच्चों they have tried to give you almost all the deductions. Okay, they have tried to give you more clarity. But still there can be litigation, issue, dispute. So they said okay. From 30 to 36 there is a clarification, or I'll say a proper statement given what will be allowed as deduction. And 37 says everything will be allowed except this. In a way, it is a negative deduction. Means what? They say everything will be allowed, but this will not be allowed. What will not be allowed? Capital expenditure will not be allowed. Any kind of non-business expenditure will not be allowed. Right? है ना? So, any expenditure not being in the nature of capital or personal, okay, will be allowed. Not being capital, so not capital and not personal, okay? And again, like I said, this word is so important. Spent wholly and exclusively for the purpose of business. You know? Clear till here? In that case, it will be allowed under section 37. What is not allowed? Personal expenditure definitely not allowed. Capital expenditure obviously not allowed. Clear till here? Now, following expenses shall not be allowed, bachcho. Again, that is coming either from some clarification, either circular or court judgment. Any expenditure for any purpose which is an offense or which is prohibited by law. Okay? Circular number is there, but I'll pay attention. Any expenditure. That expense will, that case will come, that case, is it there here? I'll tell you what. There was this famous case of the drugs, okay? Drugs case, I'll tell you. illegal substance. Okay, illegal substance. I think it is Dr. T.A. Qureshi something. So, in section number that 2 of the definition of income, in the definition of income, it बच्चों includes illegal income. हाँ है ना? Clear, understand, okay? So even that for that person who was selling drugs, I mean, he was caught, he was making that whatever drugs and all. So his whatever income he earned, that was taxed. Or income was basically that illegal income was supposed to be taxed. Okay, they were taxing it under section 28, charging section. It is income from business. It is income from business. There was no word used but of legal or illegal. It is income from business. And in section 2 also we have seen for income, even if illegal, it is still bacho taxable. Clear till here? So yes, taxable. So the simple question arises, under which head of income? PGBP. So does it satisfy section 20? Is it business? Yes. Even if illegal, still business? Yes. Taxable. He did what? Okay. What did he do? Okay, he's saying, okay, you're taxing my income, illegal income, no problem. But how are you taxing my gross income? How are you taxing my gross income? What you should tax? You should tax my net income only, because you tax only always profit. You are trading this as business or no? Yes. Then you should tax only my net profit. Now how can you tax my gross income? Gross sales. So what was he claiming? He was claiming but the expenditures incurred for doing this illegal business. There were raw materials, salaries, or whatever, lab or electricity, whatever. Okay. So expenditure done, but expenditure done to carry on illegal business. That time, that particular case study or case law, in that case law, we had it was there. Okay, it was allowed, and code also allowed. Yes. So again, in bacho section that time, section 37 and all of that, there was no clarification. It says business expenditure is allowed, and now you are saying it is business. You want to tax it or no, and then you are calling it as business because you want to tax under this head of income. So expenditure incurred to earn that business income was also allowed in the particular case law. Later on in the next year, Income Tax Department immediately came with an amendment, and then they said only legal expenditure will be allowed as deduction. Understood or no, everybody? So the expenditure which is prohibited by law or illegal, those expenditure will definitely will not be allowed. Okay, everybody? Hello Aditya, कुठे आहेस? काय चालू आहे? Long time. सुट्टी का आज का ऑडिट. Circular 5/2012. 2012 बच्चों, quite late, quite earlier, है ना? Expenses on freebies. What about your freebies? Free. And Modi ji fires against Kejriwal, है ना? Revdi, something like say. I don't understand, but yeah, that free concept, free electricity, free gas, free education. Okay? हाँ छुट्टी है ना, हाँ पर ठीक है. ओके आदित्य, गुड. COD सूरज, COD. So expenses on freebies given by pharma company. I think I discussed this बच्चों. हाँ. That Dolo 650 case we had discussed ना, Dolo 650 case. We had done na in income tax or law, I don't know, but we had discussed that. Okay. So basically, they spend a lot. Pharma companies will spend hugely, okay, on promotion of their tablets, brands, whatever syrups, by giving again a lot of freebies or perquisites to medical practitioners, doctors, है ना? To doctors, okay? That expenditure बच्चों is definitely disallowed. Now understand, the departments, not department, the companies or the associates used to claim it as advertisement expenditure, sales promotion. That yes, to increase our sales, we are paying the agents. The the agents give the samples, etc. to the doctors, and the doctors promoted our medicines. So what is wrong in that? That is your business promotion, sales planning, sales promotion. But this by board of medical, okay, just like we have ICAI, you have your board for medicines also, board, okay, that what is that? Council for medicines in India, whatever that is. They disallow or they don't allow the doctors to take any kind of freebies or you can say perquisites or benefits from pharma companies, because that affects their neutrality. That affects their judgment. Hey, Kini, are they neutral in that case? Obviously not. They will recommend but only branded medicines where they could have recommended generic medicines also. I hope you're understanding this. Okay, in that case, important. Expenses for pharma company disallowed. Is it clear? Disallowed means not allowed. Even if in accounting treatment it will be allowed under sales promotion. Income tax purpose disallowed, not allowed. Are हाँ, that is one treatment. Check the other treatment also, but value of such freebies will be taxed in the hands of doctors. Tell me why. Can you give me a reference of this? I mean, why or where we have seen this? 18 GB game now. My God, Aditya, Babu. How is AK? Atharva? You guys answer. Why these freebies will be taxed in the hands of doctor? Using which reference, which section, or which? It is his income. Okay, I agree. It is his income. That's for taxable. No doubt about it. Tell me about PGBP. Chalo, give me a reference of PGBP. PGBP. Why PGBP? Or where in PGBP they have said this? I am giving you hint now. That's okay. But check section 28. Go back and check section 20. Check charging section. And is there any word used in the charging section? Value of any. He is good match. अच्छा मैथ चालू है क्या आज? Very good Indrajit. Good. Very good. Value of any perquisite arising from the business or profession. That perquisite will be taxable obviously under PGBP then. Because of business he is getting some benefit. Because of profession if he is getting some benefit, that benefit which will be taxable in this head of income also as income. Understood? Khushbu? Alright? Okay, just saying बच्चों. Not allowed for pharma companies. Expenditure not allowed. Illegal expenditure not allowed. Any expenditure incurred on section 135 CSR, that we will do later on in law also. CSR not allowed. Okay. Expenditure incurred, star mark here important. Expenditure incurred on advertisement in any souvenir, brochure, pamphlets, tract, newspaper, magazines, okay, or the like, published by a political party. These advertisements which will also not be allowed as a deduction. Yes, tell all of you. Fine. Next. Income tax itself is not allowed. Okay, as deduction. Whatever income tax you have paid will not be allowed as deduction. Okay. See, interest means what? Something late, delayed, or amount not paid in time. Penalty बच्चों is something penal in nature, means it is a little bit terrorizing, है ना? Interest extra is charged. Let us say, I think we were discussing that example of library. If you don't return the book to the library on due date, maybe they'll charge 5 rupees or 10 rupees per day. But if at all they are so angry or they want to put a problem on the member, they might cancel his membership itself. What is more terrorizing? Terror. That is, but what penalties is something to set a, you can say, lesson. Interest बच्चों is only for delay, something in delay, है ना? Clear? So they have both of them have separate nature. You can say that in a way, correct. So interest is a little bit light, penalty but something strong. Okay. So income tax paid not allowed as deduction. Interest on income tax paid. Interest means because you have not paid income tax in time within due date, so you're paying interest on income tax, not allowed. Penalty paid towards income tax, non-filing of income tax return, undisclosed income. Remember all of these things, है ना? Wrong details given, penalty. Again, not allowed as deduction. Clear? Penalty बच्चों see understand over here, at least for law, but not allowed. Okay, for penalty. Clear all of you? Indirect taxes important will be allowed as deduction subject to section 43B. Allowed. Interest also allowed as it is just a time cost. That means whatever taxes you had to pay, you are paying that later on. But income tax is not allowed, but indirect taxes are, GST will be allowed. Penalty bachcho not allowed for the law. Infraction means basically not following the law. Provident fund, ESIC, again allowed subject to 43B. Interest allowed, but penalty not allowed. However, damages, compensation for non-completion or breach of contract. But this we have done in contract act also. If the contract is not followed and as per the contract you have to pay interest etc. or penalty, then it will be allowed as deduction because it is not a non-compliance of law. It is just non-compliance of the contract, and as per the contract you have broken the contract, you have to pay the payment. That is completely allowed. Okay, as deduction. Clear till here, all of you? Can you give me an example of over here? But it is an important example. Give me any nature of examples, or we can say examples. Expenditure incurred for obtaining capital by issue of shares. I'm just trying my luck over here. Sir, time भेटल्यावर इंस्टा बघा. हाँ आदित्य. Some format you want ना proprietor का कुछ तो. ठीक है, I'll check. Very good. Yes, underwriting prospectus. Very good. Underwriting, good question, good answer. Underwriting, prospectus, all the expenses, advertisement, correct. All the commission, merchant banker, good, bacho, good. Your valuer, expert, commission paid to the underwriters, all of that, good. All these are expenditure or no? Consultant, all those bacho expenditures are revenue in nature but still treated as capital because it is ancillary. It is ancillary or related to what? Issue of shares or raising of capital. So again important. Again from income tax point of view, we used to be very capital. We always used to check balances, balance sheet compared to last year. If compared to last year, my balance sheet, my capital is raising. So obviously they have spent some money or given some money to the consultants also to increase the capital. So that portion was also treated as disallowed because it is treated as capital expenditure. Even if I pay to the expert or consultant or all these expenses, advertisement, prospectus, etc. Clear till here? This is just for your understanding. I don't expect in the question. Okay. But raising loans, debentures, but will be allowed as revenue. Okay till here? Expenses on violation of law is not allowed. Same thing, bacho. Violation of law. That means you are breaking the law and you are spending because of you have broken the law. That is the reason you have to pay some penalties or again penalty only or fines. Okay. Again that will not be allowed. Very important. Okay. Very important. So penalty paid under any law. Tell me, we have seen company law after every 2 section there is this only. Format ने agreement revise करायचं है. Okay आदित्य. In company law, but after every 2 sections we have penalties also given to us. If you did not follow that deduction, you have to pay. But that payment you will not be allowed as deduction in income tax. It will be shown in the books of account, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It has to be shown in books of account. But you will not be allowed as deduction in income tax. Expenditure incurred for evading, that means not following provisions of FEMA bachcho. Foreign Exchange Management Act. Okay, foreign exchange. Remember that Hawala case I told you, Hawala? That was illegal under FEMA. It is illegal, obviously, but Hawala is illegal. Okay, you have to declare that money whichever is coming or going outside India. Compounding fees paid to municipal corporation to condone violation of law relating to construction of property. Condone means what, bacho? Forgive, okay? Or basically give up. In a way, yes. Basically you have done some illegal construction or some extra room or some extra construction or okay, that basically you went wrong, and to just maafi, forgive means what? To you can say you are telling them to withdraw the case or forgive it, or what you can say ratify in a way. So any fees paid, but that is not allowed as deduction. Fine paid for traffic offences. Remember, it's a simple example. Yes. Then expenditure incurred on professional fees to defend directors of the company who were arrested, not allowed. Directors are arrested, and then to free those directors, you're spending on any kind of legal fees or whatever, not allowed as deduction. Payment to police or gundas. Okay, police are not gundas, but they are extreme case. So any kind of payment done to police or to gundas, as a precautionary measure to not cause any disturbance in business premises. There's bachcho called as hafta also in Hindi. It is also called as protection money. Okay, is it there given somewhere written? Protection money. In English, we call it as protection money. Very famous in Maharashtra, bachcho. Are what movies or not? There was a target given to a minister, no? Sorry, to the commissioner. 100 crores per month, na? How much it was? You might have heard about that. The commissioner went to that minister was resigned, na, then. I mean, he was removed then. Remember that? 100 crores per month. My goodness. In Maharashtra. That also, I think, from Mumbai. Only from Mumbai. How much they're earning? Goodness. 100 crores, and then it is shared with all the commissioners, everybody, till ministers. Chalo, ठीक है, even if not 100 crores, 10 crores, but still, this is all illegal income only, no? Anyways, and secret commission, that is commission given, paid, but without disclosing the who is the recipient, again, that will not be allowed. Okay, that means who is the recipient, payee, that has to be clear cut. The chain of payer and payee has to be clear. If who is the payee that is not clear or not disclosed, then the expenditure by the payer is not allowed as deduction. Yes, clear all of you? आपको भी 1% चाहिए? हाँ आदित्य, दे दे भाई, दे दे. Alright, clear all of you? हाँ, Sachin was Anil Deshmukh, yeah, whatever. That was in news, okay? I'm not saying anything. Otherwise, he'll file a case against me. Done? Now, just normal section, discussion of section 37. Next lecture, bachcho will start with what? Actual calculation of these or actual sums based on these sections. Okay, everybody? Yeah? So, again, in this lecture, bachcho, this much only. I am not going, but yeah, I'm just stopping the recording. Okay?
Recording stopped.
बोलो 4 बजे क्या करे? लॉ करे, टैक्स करे, ला ला ला, सब लोग ला ही बोल रहे हैं. हो गया है ना, थक के हो गया. चलेगा, 4 बजे लॉ शुरू करते, फिर मिलता है 4 बजे. ओके, 4 to 6 अराउंड. या चलो 4 बजे फॉर लॉ. चले आदित्य, बाय बाय. जेवतो आता. तुम्ही पण जेवा. झालं असेल तुमचं? नहीं रे बाबा, थोड़ा ब्रेक लो. नहीं तो उसको भी बाकी के भी काम है भाई, मेरे को ये MTP सॉल्व करना है. आदित्य नाही, कालच झालं रात्री म्हणून. हां, 4 PM लॉ बच्चो. येस, तुझा अटेम्प्ट कधी रे आता आदित्य? 23 का? 23 नवंबर का काय? आय थिंक 23 नवंबर तुझा बहुतेक. नाही 23 नाही, 24. 23 तर पुढच्या वर्षी झालं. 24 नवंबर. वेळ अजून खूप वेळ आहे. क्लासेस चालू कर पण काहीतरी. चलो मिळते फिर. चला आदित्य, जातो मी. बाय बाय, भेटू परत. बघू कधी CODला वेळ मिळाला तर बघूया मग. काय माहीत बाबा, बघायला लागेल. काही स्पेशल तर माहीत नाही बाबा आज. सिटीमध्ये आला तर कळव. सूरज वगैरे सोबत. सूरज AK. चलो बाय बाय. चला टाटा एवरीबॉडी. बाय 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 बाय. सी यू 4 PM लॉ के लिए. चले बाय आदित्य, भेटू. बाय.